My name is Katie Rogers. I went to Manual High School and graduated in 2011, and I'm a union sheet metal worker at a local 20.
My name is Neil Brown. I went to Ben Davis High School. I graduated in 2009, and now I'm an electrician apprentice.
My name is Jordan Bell. I graduated from Center Grove High School 2015, and I'm studying to be a local 440 pipe fitter.
My name is Amber Agan. I graduated from Plainfield High School in 2007, and I am a heavy equipment operator.
High school athletics prepared me for my career today, being that you had to follow the leader of the team. A lot of times I was a leader, so it actually gave me an opportunity to do that as well. But also just coming together to achieve a common goal, which was to win, to get done what you were going out there to do.
When I thought what was next after high school, I never really wanted to go to college. And my father was 20 plus years in the union, did well. I always lived a good life, so I just decided I'd follow in his footsteps.
I'm definitely happy I made the choice to join the construction field because you're making money right out of high school. You're not going to school for 4 years and then not even guaranteed a job after you graduate. You're guaranteed a job right out of high school and you're making money.
Probably the coolest thing about operating heavy equipment is the look on people's faces when you tell them that you're a heavy equipment operator, because they don't expect a female to say something like that.
Really, I liked learning, I liked working, I liked the people I worked with, and really most importantly, I saw a more realistic future working as an electrician than finishing 4 years of college, and I just thought the apprenticeship was the right path other than college.
And what's so cool about this path is that I don't have that school loan that I had from college. They actually come in, you have on-the-job training, you actually go to Ivy Tech classes, and they pay you to train and learn and do all these things, and there's no debt involved, so that's one of the best parts about joining the apprenticeship program.
My hopes and dreams for my future is that I set a good example for my daughter, that she has a work ethic that is running low in today's society.
Future-wise, I would like to, one day have a house, have a family, a wife and kids, but my main goal was to be able to have a career. I grew up not having that, in my household, and it was more of a mother trying to raise 3 kids, so it was kind of a struggle. And I told myself I do not want that, so I wanted to be able to have a career. And future-wise, but the electrical field, I feel like the sky's the limit.
It's nice to know that I've got a pension coming when I retire, not if, when I retire, because I'll be able to now. And knowing that my husband and I can afford to go on a nice vacation on a fairly regular basis. It's not going to be once every 10 years or something like that. And it's nice to be able to afford to live in the country with my chickens, just like I always wanted. So I'm very happy with that.
What I would tell younger people that are in the decision-making processes of college versus the apprenticeship, I would definitely lean to the apprenticeship if that's what they want, because your school's paid for, you don't have to pay college debt, you make money while you go through the trade, you learn a skill that you will absolutely have forever, you will be good at it, you will meet a bunch of great people, and it's just a really good opportunity.
What I would tell girls about career in construction is don't let the boys tell you you can't do it. You can do anything you set your mind to.
The Indiana Careers in Construction Association is proud to partner with the IHSAA.
I hope you enjoy this feature presentation.
This group of kids made a commitment 3 years ago, and the seniors did, and they saw 2 state championships as a result of that commitment. And I think it's true of any kid in any sport or any activity. If you make a commitment to something and stick with the commitment, a lot of good things can happen. I think these kids stuck with the commitment they made, and they're showing them where they came from.
college, got out in 1958, and the LaPorte job opened up 1 year later for baseball. And I applied at the age of 23, 24, and I didn't know if they were going to hire me or not because I had no coaching experience. And sure enough, they gave me an opportunity to be their baseball coach here in 1960. And of course, baseball in the state of Indiana in 1960 was almost like a zero. We had no state tournament until 1967. Most schools were playing 7, 8 to 10 games a year, packing up the equipment and calling it quits. Well, there were 3 of us clowns in Indiana that took a little more seriousness about high school baseball. Jim Reinbold and Paul Spider Fields down Lafayette Jeff. And the 3 of us were more progressive. And we kept putting pressure on the IHSAA maybe to put a state tournament in baseball like a lot of the other sports had at that time, especially football and basketball. And eventually Mr. Rescue, the commissioner of the IHSAA, got us a baseball tournament starting in 1967. When the first state baseball tournament was actually a reality, I was enthused, but I didn't know what to expect. The kids were enthused, and they definitely didn't know what to expect. And like I say, we were very fortunate to win the first one and see the community outpour toward our success. When we come home that night from Indianapolis, they had a bigger crowd around the courthouse square, our old timers say, since World War II. The community just went bananas on it, and that helped tremendously. And from that point on, I didn't have to sell the kids on any point of baseball because of our early success. But because of our early success, a lot of schools benefited from it, and they got harder to play against because they became better. After the state tournament became a reality, some of the high schools in Indiana started hiring baseball coaches instead of the English teachers or something taking the baseball team. And they started improving their facilities tremendously. And we have one we're so proud of out here. But we've had a lot of years to let it grow.
Staying right around the plate, worked himself ahead in the count.
Late swing does not make contact. The 59ers are champions once again.
The exciting time in tournament play in baseball, it's one loss and you're out. And so you play to the hilt. And you've always got imaginations. You might go no wins and 20 losses a particular year. But when they say the tournament, you say, okay, we can win the tournament. Well, that's falsehood, but it gives you another season to look forward to. And you can jive those kids, even though they have no wins and 20 losses, you can say it's all new now. We start from scratch. And you really see a different attitude in the dugout. And sometimes they may play 3 inches over their head and win a game in the sectional that they should not have won, or beat a team that they should not have beaten. That makes tournament sports in anything. When I look back on the career I had in baseball, I feel blessed for, first of all, the opportunity to get a head job in baseball. Second of all, to come into a baseball program that was part of Indiana programs that really were not emphasized. And like I say, we got off to a very good start, good understanding. Kids bought into us, we bought into them. And after 37 years, we had extreme success. And so when I look back, I got a lot of honors, needless to say, because of our success. But I never really crammed the honors into any one trophy case, accepted each one for what it was. The Collegiate Baseball publication, they named me the national coach of the century. Now that's fabricated, but I took it to bed with me and accepted it. You know, the secret to us winning 37 years, we never had a losing season in the 37 years. And I based that upon the fact that you got to sell it to the kids of the community before they get to high school. Well, when we won the first state tournament in 1967, we saw the community explode with excitement. They were looking for winning at that time because the only other sport that won was football. But I feel blessed that we were able to get the game off the launching pad in 1967 and making it the sport that it is today. And like I say, I had help from Jim Reinbold, South Bend Clay, and the coach from Lafayette, Jeff, Spider Fields. The three of us were, I think, the foundation of Indiana baseball because we emphasized it, and we found a commissioner like Phil Eskew to go along with our wishes. He didn't have any understanding it was going to bloom like it did, but it did. So when I look back upon that, that's really a very satisfying thing that I not only come into baseball in 1960 without coaching experience, but I ended up going out as one of, I think, the three founders of baseball in the state of Indiana.